this game, we'll see the Seattle Storm going up against the Minnesota Lynx. From the city of Lakes, Minnesota, I'm Blake Suniga, courtside with Brian Banafitemi and Tim Swartz. We're ready to call the action tonight. And tonight, we have a pair of teams that highlight the value of strong teamwork. Gotta love it.
Oh, no doubt. Yeah, they're two of the best passing teams in the league. The chemistry on both sides is pretty obvious.
And they're also two of the smartest teams. We're not going to see a lot of wasted possessions or careless turnovers here tonight.
Now here's Breezy. Lays it up and banks it in.
It's a pleasure to watch her work at that end of the floor.
Pass to miss is incredible. Parker Tyus. And it's off from three-point range. Now here's Clark. Great defending. Outside Reese. Breezy gets the bucket.
Great opportunity right there. You know, she's got such great length, and she can just rise up and get incredible separation for the three ball.
Now here's Gray. This is incredible. Breezy covering. 6 on the shot clock. This is incredible. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
Oh, some quick retaliation right there, huh, guys?
Yeah, it sure didn't take them long to go and get those 3 points back.
Breezy with the screen. To the left side wing. Here's Breezy. And that one goes in as she's fouled. It'll be 3 points if she can convert the free throw. One of the blockbuster trades in recent WNBA history. Seattle trading Jewel Lloyd away in a 3-team deal.
Yeah, Jewel going to Los Angeles after 10 seasons and 5 All-Star appearances with the Storm. Seattle ends up with the second pick in the 2025 draft and a 2026 first as well. That's a great haul if you ask me.
When you talk about the history of this great league, Minnesota went on one of the most dominant runs ever.
From 2011 to 2017, the Lynx went to 6 finals in 7 seasons, capturing 3 titles. With how hard it is to win in the W, in the amount of parity we have in the league right now, I'm not sure we're going to see something like that again anytime soon.
Now here's Mrs. Incredible. No good from outside. Got the defender off her feet with the pump fake, but just couldn't knock it down. Now Mrs. Incredible. Pass to Breezy. From 11 feet away. No good, a front iron. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Charles. Reese defending. Charles in the post. Reese on her. Here's Mrs. Incredible. Minnesota grabs the miss.
If she can get to the rim, she'll usually turn it into points, but the defense stood tall there.
Outside Reese. Pass to Clark. Breezy. Got it for her 4th field goal of the game on just 5 shots.
Well, in that type, with that much of a height advantage, there's really not a lot that D can do to stop that shot.
Here's Mrs. Incredible. The shot's good. Kayla McBride making the play.
With strong court vision and awareness, McBride is able to read defenses and find the open teammate.
Now it's Reese. Quiet so far offensively, searching for first points of the game.
They started strong. Shots are just falling.
Oh, yeah, shots are falling indeed. They're off to a very strong start offensively.
Let's see if they can keep it up.
Pass to Mrs. Incredible. And again, Seattle with the triple.
It's hard to find fault with anything she's doing this quarter. Rising up.
She's going to put that one in her scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're just starting to rub it in. Built up a lead, and here we go. It's showtime.
And why not? The more plays they make like that, the more they'll have this team on the ropes.
The Storm trail. On the wing, Kayla McBride. Defended by Mrs. Incredible. Gray, left side. McBride. Charles. Reese defending. Pass to Mrs. Incredible. Fires from the wing. It's hauled in by the Lynx.
He just assumes she's going to knock those down, and she's as open as she was there.
Tina Charles. First personal foul. Second
2 shots.
team foul.
Foul. Elbow. 2.
When it comes to winning, few do it better than this Lynx franchise.
Yeah, I mean, look, from 2011, one losing season in Minnesota, come on. It feels like they're always a contender.
Shooting
and a
2.
lot of that comes down to coaching. This team is always prepared.
And the first one drops. And she makes both free throws. Now here's McBride. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for her. Pass to Gray from outside the yard. No good that time.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Lucky she was off.
I just hope that was a mistake by the D, because if that's how they plan to guard her, they're going to have serious problems. And there are more points onto an early lead that just keeps on growing.
And a nice lead it is, and it's no mystery how they've done it. They are attacking that bucket.
Out to the right wing. And here's Kayla McBride from the arc. And the Storm miss again. Pass to Gumbawale. Inside. Makes it off the glass.
It has taken them no time to build this lead up. Great first quarter for them offensively.
Yeah, but they can't sit back. They need to keep the pressure on the defense and really try to put this one away early.
Great point, Brian. You have to continue to build on this lead.
Gray, that's in, and she found her range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
You know, I think the size of Gray sometimes surprises opponents. Yes, she's a 1, but she's almost 6 feet and just so strong.
The first quarter concludes and a double-digit lead on the scoreboard. The Lynx on top, leading by 10. And we'll bring you the start of quarter 2 when we return. Well, not exactly a neck-and-neck game, but as the second quarter starts, there is plenty of time for a comeback. And from what we've seen from the Lynx, what's your take so far?
I mean, what is this, practice? Is it shoot-around? It's just been a shooting drill so far for them.
We talking about practice? I mean, yeah, they haven't met up a whole lot of resistance on the offensive end.
Now here's Gardner. Looking for her first basket still in this one. Hook can't get it to go. Here's Breezy. Pass to Vandersloot. Right wing. Here's Breezy. Gets it to go for bucket number 8. She's taken just 10 shots.
Heads up, aggressive play right there. Saw the smaller defender on her and took it straight to the bucket for the easy 2.
Back to Gray. Fires the 3.
Edwards grabs the miss.
Well, with a clear look at the basket, she doesn't really miss a lot of those.
And right before the 2025 WNBA season, Chelsea Gray won Finals MVP of the new 3-on-3 league.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun to watch that 3-on-3 league. Gray playing during the offseason, adding another title to her resume. She's got gold in the games, a few titles in the WNBA as well for good measure.
And they've been looking at a sink offensively.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Time called here. The Storm decide to talk it over. second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. Gray outside. Charles. She's covered by Fagbenle. Pass to Gardner. Now here's Gondrzik. Just 5 to shoot. Lets the 3 fly. And again, it's the Storm missing. Here's Minnesota. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. Agumbawale from long range sinks the triple.
They are putting the hammer down. Just a huge lead for them.
And it doesn't matter if we're talking about their offense or their defense, because it has all been working for them.
Yeah, to build this lead, you have to do both.
Now here's Charles. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change.
Inside, Charles really takes charge, gets physical, and doesn't let anything keep her from scoring.
Well, even with so much of the season already in the books, there's a lot to still be decided.
But playoff position is in play until the very end, especially the way the WNBA takes the top 8 teams regardless of conference.
Yeah, involving everyone into those bubble spots makes the playoff race a lot more intense.
Three minutes of action thus far in the second quarter.
You don't want to give up that kind of look often.
They're very lucky they didn't get burned.
To the right side. Pass to Gardner. Gondrzik. The 3. The rebound by Breezy. Now here's Mrs. Incredible. Gray defending. Here's Mrs. Incredible. That's in, and she found her range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
You're making things far too easy for her if you let her get the ball that deep in the post.
Agreed. I couldn't have said it any better myself. You know, you got to do your work early and keep her out of that spot.
14 feet out. It's good, and she makes her first shot of the game.
She was one step ahead of the D in making that pass. Nice assist.
Gray up top. Pass to Suarez. Back to Gray. Here's Gardner. Defended by Mrs. Incredible. And here's Gray. Here's Suarez. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock.
Really, that's her strong suit. The ability to find a way through the D and finish at the rim.
Here's Mrs. Incredible. Agumbawale. That's tipped. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Storm.
Storm ball.
It's time to take a glance at that awesome block.
Determined to protect the lead with all the effort they've got. Superb anticipation on the block.
And a new group getting ready for the Storm. A difficult situation for Seattle. Mrs. Incredible with it. 9 points in the game. On the wing, Kayla McBride. Drops in the tray.
A shooter who doesn't really need much space to be effective, McBride has a quick and accurate release.
Now here's Breezy. She has 5. Pass to Clark. There's the triple. Hits the three-point bomb.
Right back at you. They immediately get those 3 points back.
Just trading punches from long range.
It's been a heavyweight fight.
Outside Charles. Steps back and shoots. Rebound by the Lynx.
It's been a bit of a struggle for her this quarter in terms of scoring the ball.
Pass to Breezy. This is Incredible. Now here's Clark. Off target from three-point range. And here's McBride. Here's Mrs. Incredible. And the Storm, another 3. So as we conclude the first half, so far fairly one-sided. The Lynx on top, up by 16. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports. As we begin the second half, first half wasn't even close, and we'll see if there is a comeback on our hands or more of the same as we get the third started. You gotta like what Breezy has been able to do in this game.
She broke out her entire arsenal of post moves in the first half, and every one of them was working.
Yeah, and I'm going to call her the magician because I think she might have even a few more tricks up her sleeve, and I think she's going to break them out as we start heading down the stretch.
Welcome back to the start of the second half. Big margin on our hands, but we'll see if that gap narrows down in the final two quarters. Charles, Reese defending. Launches a three. Charles, great positioning on the putback.
Easily one of the most tenacious rebounders in the league. Charles is very familiar with second chance points.
Now here's Clark. Down low. Breezy. And down it goes. Dunked through off a wonderful assist.
Yeah, she might be small for a center, but it doesn't really matter because she can jump out of the building.
Thanks to AT&T for bringing us that spectacular look from their connected cam. Home and away, fans came out in droves to watch Caitlin Clark.
I mean, we've had teams move venues to increase capacity. Caitlin Clark is quite the draw. Everybody just wants a glimpse.
And it's Gray missing. Breezy with it. Parker Tyus picks her up defensively. Got that bucket in no time at all.
Well, she's shot the ball well, but she hasn't shot it enough. The more shots she gets from here on out, the more they'll stretch out this lead.
Fader on the way. Charles, no good.
The fadeaway about her only option once she decided to shoot. Defender had very good position.
And it's good for two.
We're seeing the shots dropping for them very well now.
Yeah, this has been an extremely efficient second half for them up to this point. Their coach has to be happy.
Time called here. The Storm decide to talk it over. Now here's McBride, defended by Mrs. Incredible. Pass to Gray. Puts up a three, drains the three-pointer.
A new age point guard. Gray doesn't just handle the ball and pass the ball. She also hits it from deep at a crazy rate.
Minnesota calls a timeout.
Guard it.
Clark, Gray defending. Now Mrs. Incredible. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Breezy, and she drops it in from the low post.
Still perfect in the second half. 4 straight makes.
Outside Charles. Mrs. Incredible. And the Storm, another three.
They're getting their points now almost exclusively from three-point range. 4 of their last 5 makes from beyond the arc.
And the defense practically giving them those shots.
And they'll take them.
4 for 5 so far. That's their first miss of the second half.
Pass to Charles. McBride outside. Parker Tyus. Breezy covering. Count that one.
The catalyst of the team, McBride is depended on for buckets, and I'll tell you, she usually delivers.
Now it's Reese. Clark outside. This one for 3. The shot that time not on target. And it's the Storm with the ball. They trail by 14. McBride outside. This is incredible. McBride outside. Lynx over Mrs. Incredible. And she didn't get quite enough under that one. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
The one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's her hand doing the slamming.
You're right. She is smooth as silk, even on a power finish.
Well, that's part of what makes her unique, right? That combination of power and polish.
Now here's Mrs. Incredible. She's got 15. Pass to McBride. And here's Mrs. Incredible. Breezy covering. Here's the three. Miss Incredible can't get it to go. Now the Lynx with it. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. Reese, no good.
Very close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Not a great habit to get into, letting her get that wide open.
Now here's Parker Tyus. She hasn't yet put up any points in this one.
Once again, she's able to knock down the long-range jumper. It's just been her night from deep.
Now a timeout called by Minnesota.
Both teams changing it up here. Here's Vandersloot. Edwards left side. Breezy. That one's in, coming off an assist from Aaliyah Edwards.
Those defenders look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're just getting pushed around on the low block. Maybe coach has got to make a substitution or something to energize his team.
Well, they better rally soon. They've given up 3 straight buckets in the paint.
Pass to Prince. Gray. 5 to shoot. And here's Mrs. Incredible. The three. The rebound by Breezy.
A big lead for them, both on the scoreboard and the rebounding column.
Well, rebounding has been a big key, asserting their will, and they've taken control.
Now here's Clark. It's stolen by Turner. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. A nice shot by Mrs. Incredible.
They're not using the three-point shot very much. They may want to think about stretching the defense a bit, like they did in the first half.
Vandersloot outside. Pass to Clark. Here's Edwards. To the middle. Here's Breezy. And the layup's good off the glass.
And really, guys, it's been an exceptional performance from her from the field.
And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Lynx ahead, up by 15. And after a quick break, we're coming right back with the start of the fourth quarter.
Come on, fans, it's the...
And thanks again for joining us. We'll see what happens in the fourth. Now here's Agumbawale. Pass to Breezy. Vandersloot. No good on the three. Now here's McBride. Guarded closely. Out to the wing. Now Prince. Charles. Defended by Mrs. Incredible. Turner with the bucket.
Backed by her solid footwork, Turner knows a thing or two about scoring inside.
Pass to Breezy. They get it back. Outside Agumbawale. Here's Breezy. Hits it from the high post.
That is some dime dropping. Exquisite assist.
Fourth quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. Out to the wing. Takes the three. Prince's shot's good.
And they are just killing them with the three-point shot here in the second half.
Yeah, and the defense knows it. They are fully stretched out there trying to stop the three and still haven't been able to do it.
I don't know defensively what they can do different at this point.
Here's McBride. That one drops for her.
They're shooting it quite well now.
One item that stood out is their ball movement.
Things are definitely clicking, and more importantly, it's tough to defend.
Pass to Vandersloot. Now here's Breezy. This is incredible. Guarded by Charles. This is incredible. And Gondrzik pulls it down. Seattle with the ball. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. Here's Turner. And here's Prince. Pass to McBride. Charles. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. Now here's Breezy. Vandersloot outside. It's stolen by McBride. And there's a nice one-handed slam.
Quick hand to the steal, and Matt hops in the slam.
Great sequence for them, defensively and offensively.
And good defense leads to easy baskets.
Yeah, Tim, you hit it right on the head. One usually leads to the other, and that's just good, aggressive, attacking basketball.
Well, you gotta like her shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
Pass to Prince. And here's McBride. They waste no time getting those 3 points back.
Can score from anywhere on the court, and McBride is really taking on that alpha personality type.
Time called here. The Lynx decide to talk it over. A look at the clock, a little under 3.5 minutes gone in the fourth. Back to Reese. This is incredible. McBride covering. Here's Breezy. And again, no good by Minnesota. Here's Gray. McBride outside. Off target with the three.
Closing down on leads is done by making smart plays on offense and taking care of the rock. It's not done by hoisting up bonehead threes like that one.
Well, they've built this lead through plays exactly like that. She's easily been the most consistent performer.
No question about that. I mean, she's just hitting everything in sight.
Now here's Mrs. Incredible. 6 to shoot. Cranes the 19-footer.
Perfect screen there. Set her up with a terrific look.
Yeah, but that's a bad job by the defender to not fight through that screen to contest.
You want to see more effort there.
To the paint. Breezy with it. Argottias is there. Breezy gets the bucket.
I mean, it has to be a defensive error.
Timeout.
She's
Timeout.
someone they need to put
Start.
more attention on.
Seattle calls timeout. Here's Mrs. Incredible. Breezy covering. Here's Mrs. Incredible. And she banks in the layup.
It's been an extremely efficient, productive game for her, but really, she can't do it all herself.
Now here's Mrs. Incredible.
Defense is right there.
Here's Breezy. And the shot count. She's fouled. That's a chance for a three-point play.
At the line for the Minnesota Lynx, number 5, shooting one.
And the Storm with possession. 11-point game. Mrs. Incredible with it. Charles. Reese defending. And that one's good.
Strong finish from Tina Charles, taking the hit well and powering through it.
Pass to Breezy. Outside Reese. Clark. Hits it from three-point range.
And they're not finished yet. They're going to make sure about this win.
Yeah, they're not taking any chances. This is how you close a game out.
Just look how happy their coach is.
McBride misses. And here are the Lynx now. Their biggest lead of the game was 21.
Storm foul. Chelsea Gray. First personal foul.
And now it's time to take another look at that huge swat.
Great timing, great defensive awareness. When you have to face a defender that can reject you like this, it can alter your approach.
At the line for the Minnesota Lynx, number 5, 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. That one falls, so she hits both of them. And it's the Storm with the ball. They trail by 14. Pass to Gondrzik. The three-pointer off the mark. So we see the Lynx taking the W here. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
It makes a big difference. Once they started to really play in a good flow, it felt like they never had any doubts that they'd come out on top.
So that's going to do it for this one, folks.